Offense today. How'd you guys win this game?
I mean, we knew this was going to be a 60-minute battle. It's a good football team, offensively, defensively, and special teams. Shout out to our defense for a huge stand-up performance. A lot of individual efforts. I thought they were really, really good. We had to take care of the football, which we did a good job of that. Wish we'd have been better in situational ball, but our defense really stepped up in some key moments and made some key stops.
There were times when Northern was able to move the ball, but it just seemed like the defense always held when they needed to. Just what would you think about their ability to essentially keep them from not scoring and obviously not scoring a touchdown?
Well, I mean, first of all, it starts with I think our defensive staff did a great job putting a great plan together. Northern throws so many different personnel groupings at you, so many different things that it makes it really hard to prepare for all that stuff in a 7-day block. But there was a great buy-in from our players, great attention to detail, absolute tough effort there on third downs and fourth downs, and then critical down and distances. So hats off to those kids and those coaches for putting together a great plan.
Those last 3 possessions are pretty high-stress situations for defenses. 3 times in a row you hold them on fourth down. Just how impressed were you by that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know that's not turn them into a one-dimensional team, and that's it's really hard to live any offense is really hard to live in that moment that way, and that's not how that team is built. So we were able to pin our ears back a little bit. I thought the DBs made a couple of great plays on the football there towards the end, and did a good job just limiting their opportunities to get ahead of the sticks, which created third and long scenarios, and we were able to get off the field.
How critical do you think Emilio was today? He had a pretty good day, put them inside the 20 several times, and one at the end backed them up to the 10. Just how critical is that?
Well, I mean, it's equal phase, right? You got offense, defense, special teams in the kicking game, and there's going to be moments where these conference games, these things get really tough down the stretch. Teams are very familiar with one another. The little details are going to be the separating factors. I thought we were, I don't know the hidden yardage obviously off the top of my head until I watched the tape, but I thought we were pretty good in the kicking game today.
What do you think of John Allen's performance in his first start?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some things that he would love to have back. I think there's some things that he did really, really well. He got a victory in his first start, which every quarterback is going to set out to do. So passing statistics and yardage and all that stuff, that's not who that person is as a human being. So this is a team guy that is, when his opportunity has been called upon, he's been able to go in there and do a really good job and led us to a victory today.
Just how big of a team win is this? How much does this kind of galvanize things going into next week?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I counted pregame, an injury report. If you looked at our stuff, September, early camp, preseason camp, there's 7 starters not playing football today for us, and key people. And, the next man up mentality, you keep going and keep battling. And you can't say that after a loss because that's the coach making excuses that he lost. But, you win the football game, you give credit to the guys that are the backup players that go in and do a really good job when they have their opportunity. And, it doesn't get any easier than this. It just allows you to have a bigger week next week, and obviously we have a massive game ahead of us next week.
When do you turn your focus to bowling green?
Well, we got a 12-hour bus ride here, so we'll have some time to enjoy this one and grade the tape here and then turn our focus to BG.
Love a game like this today?
Oh, this is my favorite game I've ever played in. It was PK told me in the week, he's like, you're not going to have very much pass responsibility. You should go fit the run. And that's a game that I live for, and it's throwback football, and I love that.
How much, they didn't convert very many third downs, fourth downs. They obviously only scored 6 points. What do you think of your guys' overall performance today?
Yeah. I think overall we played really well. I think the scoreboard shows that. There's obviously always things you need to go back and fix, but I think overall, we played great on the defensive side of the ball. Guys were flying around. Guys were getting excited. Making plays, and that's the way we want our defense to be.
What were your thoughts on the fourth quarter defense, in particular, those last 3 possessions, just holding on fourth down?
Yeah. I think it's huge. We didn't play well on defense last week. We got beat. So, Coach Kendall challenged us all week, to come out and play well on defense, and we were able to hold them to those 2 field goals. And in the fourth quarter, shut them down when we needed to.
How big of a reality check was last week for you guys, do you think?
Anybody can get beat. I think, for us to have given up that many rush yards after being so good against the run all year, I think it was an eye-opener. There were some glaring things that needed to be fixed, and I think we got those handled this week.
Perfect, for sure.
Good.
On the sneak, just kind of run through that play, kind of what you did from pre-snap to for the play, the snap and everything?
Yeah, I mean, we knew the sneak was coming just because they kind of lined up in that formation, and just told the guys up front to just get low, wedge it, and they blew it up, stuffed him right at the line, and then he was trying to find a hole, and I just ran around the back edge of it and just pulled him down.
What's kind of the message, those last 3 possessions before you guys go out, get into possession, what's kind of the message amongst the defense?
Yeah, I mean, that's the position we want to be in. We want to have the game in our hands, and we have to get a stop to win the game. And just believe in each other to make the plays.
I don't know, how big of a boost, obviously last week, not the greatest defensive performance, and then you have a game like this. What does this do for you going forward, just kind of the whole season, but also into the Bowling Green game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just shows, if we bring the high attention to detail and preparation that we did this week, that we can really compete with some of the really good teams in this conference.
I'm sure you would have liked to have played with a bigger lead and everything, but how much do you embrace this type of game as a defensive player?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is absolutely what you want to be in as a defender. Which defense is going to win the game for their team? Their defense let a touchdown happen. We didn't. We won. So there you go.
What do you think? I mean, first start, how'd it go?
That was awesome. Should have scored a lot more touchdowns. We got down there and couldn't finish, but man, just think, Jesus Christ, I was praying the whole game, just help us come out with this win, man. That was awesome. Awesome feeling. It was awesome.
What was your mindset just kind of throughout the week and then today and warm-ups and everything, just going through as the starter?
Yeah, I just try to attack the game with a lot of confidence that nobody can really stop us. And that's just my goal was. NIU props in a great defense, great red zone defense, but going in the game, I just told the guys, let's go. We got to have energy every single snap, all 60. That was the plan.
What's it like as the quarterback in a defensive slugfest?
Oh, it's definitely it's awesome to see your defense not let up a touchdown, which is awesome. Shout out to them guys. But I mean, it's like a cool game. You think about the olden days, they don't score a lot of points, but you're trying to just chip away.
I mean, I guess we'll see going forward what Tucker's status is, but
yeah.
Just what's kind of your mindset as you go forward?
Yeah, I try to just not worry about things I can't control, and just if I'm called to play next week, I'm gonna be ready to go, and just I just really just trust that and just be able to play whenever I'm ready.
I mean, did you feel like you were able to just kind of stay level-headed, not get too frustrated out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that I'm really good at, is just poised, being able to stay calm and keep the guys calm and keep the guys rolling no matter what's going on.